Hello everyone and welcome into beautiful Kendall Ice Arena for tonight's matchup between the Miami Hurricanes and the Lynn Fighting Knights. Right here, just getting ready for our 8 o'clock puck drop. Miami coming into this one 0-1 on the year following a loss in overtime to FAU 5-4, while Lynn comes into this one off a win from Florida Tech 5-3 in that one. I'm Connor Stein, tonight calling all the action with my good friend Harrison Steinberg on for his first call of his freshman debut. But Harrison, the energy is here. The Canes looking to bounce back after a big win, and what are you really looking forward to tonight from both of these teams?
Well, first, I would love to highlight this ruckus crowd over here. The Kendall Ice Arena is absolutely buzzing. It's a great night for hockey, Friday night. Where else would you want to be than Kendall Ice Arena on a Friday night? The Canes look ready to go, as you just said, coming off that overtime loss to FAU, but no problem for the Canes. They look really good today. A lot of great freshmen on the team, including Ryan Way from my hometown of the greater Philadelphia area, and also Max Hoffman, the senior goalie, transferring from Bryn Athyn. And for those who don't know, the Bryn Athyn College, all their athletic teams totally disbanded. So quite the transfer for Max Hoffman to come all the way from cold Bryn Athyn down to the Sunshine State, Florida.
Man, what a story that is. And we got plenty of stories to tell as well tonight. Obviously, some big headlining news. The College Game Day program provided by ESPN will be right here in Coral Gables to cover the Florida versus Miami game. And there's a little special segment we'll have later on tonight, and you might end up seeing a little shout out for the Hurricanes hockey team at that event tomorrow in Coral Gables. But for now, we will talk about this matchup between the Fighting Knights and the Canes. It's set to be a fun one, but for now, we will take a quick break for the national anthem and the PA announcing. We will also have starting lineups as well, provided by the PA, but we'll give them to you before. For Lynn, starting between the pipes, it's Brody Dixon, and then Quinn Judge, number 2, number 11, Jackson Doherty, number 14, Mason Morey, number 86, Drew Constant, and number 87, Jonathan Poirier. And then for the Hurricanes, it'll be Max Mensimer, Elon Astulin, Riker Ferry, Raymond Owens, and Kyle McGuire.
And Max Mensimer, talking about College Game Day?
Yeah, apparently we've just got news that Max Mensimer's jersey will be featured on College Game Day. In fact, Matthew Tkachuk, 2-time Stanley Cup champion Matthew Tkachuk with the Florida Panthers, will be wearing that jersey live on ESPN.
And that's guest picker, Matthew
exactly.
Tkachuk.
And it'll be a fun one to watch, and it's such an interesting thing because it's showcasing a program that not many people think about when you think of the University of Miami. Not many people think about that when they come to the U, but there's sure a presence here on the hockey team, and a lot of guys come down here for hockey as well, especially because this is really a feeder ground for northern states, I would say,
yeah,
when
sure.
you agree. And then also on the other side, Lynn is exactly the same. They only have 2 Florida natives on their team, while Miami has just 1, and he's a freshman in Morin. But it's a really interesting thing and a great thing for the sport of hockey, not only at the University of Miami, but all across the board. Just great to see.
If you look at this Miami team, you see Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, West Virginia, New York, and then at the Lynn, you see Vermont, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire. I mean, some real nice to get some of that northern fight down here in the South.
It shows that a lot of players want to really embrace that sunshine. They're sick of the cold, but they still want to stick to what they grew up with, and that's the game of hockey. But for now, we will send it to the PA announcer, Justin Cohen. A great conclusion to the national anthem right here at Kendall Ice Arena for the matchup between the Miami Hurricanes and the Lynn Fighting Knights. Miami getting set to face a very important matchup in the ACHA, a new conference that Miami has found themselves in after the disbanding of the AAU. But that disbanding doesn't really mean a whole lot because both these teams have played before. It's kind of the same. It's just more on the national level. The competition kind of varies at that level, but Miami comes out wearing all white with green pants with orange and green stripes across the top of the shoulders and the bottom. And then Lynn is rocking all blue pants. And then they also got the blue tarps as well as we get set for action. It's both top lines here. It's Constant and Astulin at the center circle. As the puck is dropped, it's won back and picked up quickly and sent down by Lynn. Chasing on it is Metzimer, who's guarded by Judge. Pushed ahead for Astulin. Flicked ahead, intercepted by Maury. Constant coming in with speed, drops back to Judge, goes behind the net. In the corner it goes. Ferry able to outlet a backhanded pass for the freshman who has a goal already, Ryan Way. Ryan with a shot that goes off the blocker of Dixon. Big hit along the boards as Judge is able to entry into the zone. Maury takes a shove from Ferry and it's picked up as Lynn is in the midst of making a change.
Good start by both teams where you see Ryan Way, the freshman, getting down and dirty, getting a shot hitting off the goalie's blocker.
Lynn keeping heavy offensive presence here early. It's found in the corner, the Fighting Knights circling on top of that blue line. Goes low into the slot, but it's pushed away and sent around the boards. Miami finds themselves stuck in a pickle. Ryan Way able to force it off as Metzimer tried to connect with the Stulin, but it gets lost at neutral ice. Mariel is able to find some help through the slot, but it's deflected wide, and McGuire will pick it up behind the net. It's sent around for Turlik along the near side boards, but a hard check as they'll call an offside. For a second there, Harrison, I thought that was going to be a potential boarding call, but looks like it's just an offside call.
Looked a little high there, hard onto the boards, but they got 4 refs out there. They got to know what they're doing.
That puck taken quickly. McGuire tries to find one, but it's fanned on. Kagan once again picked up along the boards. Swung back around. Behind the net it goes. That's Noshi, who's right in front of the net, but Jusko is able to find it for the Hurricanes and pass it to Callahan. Callahan trying to get out of his own end. He's got a blue knight on him. It's pushed ahead. Andre able to find Noshi right inside in the circle. It's played in the feet of Dixon. Andre with a hard hit as it's sent back around.
Oh, here we go.
For McGuire, and here comes Callahan. Callahan with a shot. It's blocked aside once again by Dixon. A great save, point blank. Miami able to keep the pressure. Turlik right back to Jutsko. He can't quite find it, and it's pushed ahead for Nochi, who sends it down. But man, what a great opportunity here early for Miami.
Pretty good for the Canes to recover there after the turnover high at the blue line, but they got some momentum back. But here's Lynn.
It's pushed ahead behind the net. Picked up by Morin. Morin, one of the new faces on this University of Miami team as a freshman. Making a good move through the slot. A blocker save. Urim with an opportunity there, and it's picked up by Michelini behind the net. Michelini pivots. He's got a Fighting Knight on him, and it's pushed ahead by Ray Owens. Once again, Stebbins now in the corner, fighting 2 Hurricanes, and it's lifted up ahead. Just outletted, so there will be a delayed offside, not for long, as Michelini will pick it up behind the net.
Miami just been caught in their zone. They had a failed clearance opportunity here. They've had a little bit of the counterattack sets, and here's another one now.
Here comes Del Duco. That shot not really what he wanted, as he tries to body a Fighting Knight, and it's picked up once again by Lynn as the Hurricanes will make some substitutions. Puck back found at the blue line and set up ahead for the Hurricanes. Shot on net and gloved there by Brody Dickinson. So far, a solid start for the Hurricanes, just really just getting stuck in their defensive zone and not really getting the clearances that they've wanted, but they have got a couple decent opportunities, but Lynn has really been the aggressor through these first 4 or so minutes.
Lynn get the puck very deep in the Canes' offensive zone, and they've kept it there. Miami needs to be wary of the speed that Lynn possesses and their control and great passing.
Poirier pushes it ahead for Judge. Doughty finds it on his stick. Backhands it down for Mensimer. Riker Ferry tries to push it ahead from Andre.
Oh,
and it finds its way to Way, just a little bit out of his reach, and it ends up getting covered by Dickinson. Man, what a great opportunity, though, that would have been for the Hurricanes.
Definitely caught by surprise there was Ryan Way, but those chances are the things you have to take advantage of and capitalize on. He had a great shot earlier. I would love to see what he did there with the puck.
That puck sent out of the Hurricanes' offensive zone back to neutral ice. Mensimer will send a Hail Mary pass, picked up by Ferry on the backhand, and oh my goodness, what a save by Dickinson. Let's see if we can see this on the replay here. It was a good job by the Canes to get it in the zone, and then the loose change was just left there by Ferry. Man, what a great grade A opportunity for Riker Ferry on the backhand. Mensimer along the far side boards by the Hurricane bench. Gets that puck free. Zdakis finds Astulin. Astulin makes a good move through the slot, and it goes just wide. Rebound right across the blue paint. Riker Ferry with another grade A opportunity.
Wow, Riker Ferry had a wide open net there. It's a very hard shot to catch it off the boards there and slide it home for that tight angle, but he had the net.
Hard hit constant on McGuire, a centering try. Kagan now picks up the puck. He's got Way, who elects to just dump while the Hurricanes go and chase after it. It's picked up by Dixon, and he accelerates through the neutral ice. Dixon going through the slot, heavily contested by 2 Hurricanes as that puck is deflected. Picked up behind the net now for Ladis. Back down low. Kaplan picks it up. Tries to drop it back. And Kagan's able to pick that puck up. It's sent around the boards. Picked up by Dixon. This forecheck by Lynn is just persistent as they take another shot. Goes just wide.
And Dixon's been in the heart of this offense so far. I mean, his speed bringing the puck to the offensive zone, but another Miami counterattack here.
Dixon causes a turnover, and here comes Callahan. Callahan with the shot that goes just wide. Man, what another opportunity for Miami as here come the Fighting Knights the other way. It's Ladis back up for Kaplan, and he airmails that puck.
That's a great block there by Castracani. Getting a stick in the midst of the Lynn Fighting Knight players, skating right down the heart of the team. As you see right there, a good layoff by Lynn gives him the shot by Castracani, but a great stick block there, putting the puck out of play.
Jusko gets that puck sent back around. Up for Turlik around the near side. Castracani now in his own defensive zone. Turns that puck over for Nochi, and that one gets sent right on. A little baseball catch there from Max Hoffman.
Just keeping it safe right there. Wouldn't want to risk the puck behind you, and that's the place where the goalie can't really see. Behind him, of course. Maybe a little tilt the head here and there, but good catch there by Hoffman.
Andre wins that puck back for Racha. Racha shoots a puck near side. Picked up along the boards by Mori. Sent aside. Michelini pushes it forward for Turlik. Turlick gets the delayed offside for the Hurricanes, so they all have to retreat. And here comes Andre up ahead. Michelini shoots it along the boards. Pushed ahead, up for Turlick. Turlick on the near side. Looks to pivot, but can't find the puck in his feet as it's sent out. Michelini now tries to get into the zone, backhands, and then goes and makes a change. Turlick with a try right on, and it's sent aside. Maury waiting for the Fighting Knights as he just shoots that one. It does not hit any sticks, so it'll go down for an icing on the on the Fighting Knights, excuse me.
So Miami gaining some momentum back here, as we saw in the first 5, 6, 7 minutes. Lynn were in the offensive zone of Miami, ahead of the blue line the whole time. And here's Miami coming back the other way, getting some opportunities here.
Andre now steps in with Ray Owens. Ray Owens wins that back, and Zdekis shoots along the far side corner. Morian over with Gupta. Hard battle in the corner between two Hurricanes and two Fighting Knights as it's sticked away by the Fighting Knights. The Knights go D to D as it's sent up the glass. Mensimer waits for that puck as he's got Uram on him. That one sent down the ice. Icing is waved off as the Fighting Knights look to exit the zone. I noticed though, Harrison, it seems like their outlet passes for the Fighting Knights have been a lot cleaner.
Yes.
As well. I mean, they haven't really resulted in anything serious for Miami, but they've been a lot cleaner on the outbreak.
All the Miami offensive opportunities have been catching Lynn by surprise and making them turn the puck over in the offensive zone. But these outlet passes, bringing the whole team into the deep zone of Miami, has been pretty clean, as you see there. Just dumping the puck in and chasing it.
Here comes Mensimer behind his own goaltender. As that one misses a Hurricane skate and it goes all the way down. And that's some of the things we were talking about there, Harrison, as Miami tries to make an outlet pass, but they just can't connect on offense.
I don't know if it's on your end, but our parents are saying they can't see the live stream at all.
Thank you. Okay. An offensive zone draw now for Lynn. A quick shot goes just high. Picked up ahead for Miami through neutral ice.
Miami doing a really good job here, applying pressure. It was only one of Miami player, of course, there was Lou Brigitte, and his power brings the puck down into the zone and forcing the Lynn goalie to just cover up and gives Miami an offensive draw opportunity with a chance to get a good shot on goal right now. So it is Riker Ferry on the draw for Miami, winning it into the corner.
Ryan Way in the near side corner. The Fighting Knights able to win that one ahead, but it misses a couple of sticks and ends up being a icing on the Fighting Knights. So they'll do it all over again in the Hurricanes offensive zone. But so far, a solid start for Miami as they have another offensive opportunity. It's going to be Constant on Ferry as Constant wins that one back. Andre able to outlet that one out. Kagan over to Way, and it's sent down in the far corner. Stuhlman behind the net. Dowdy tries to outlet that one. Push ahead for Patterson, and Judge finds it on his stick for a one-on-one right on in, and it's whiffed on, and another opportunity missed for the Fighting Knights, but here comes Miami the other way. Elon Stuhlman with Patterson on him. Looks to make a pivot. Elon Astulin. Back down for Castricani. And it's outletted for Judge, who gives it to Dowdy. Dowdy with a try that gets fanned on in another close chance. Hard along the boards. Astulin applying that pressure with Michelini. Michelini able to force that one free. Dixon through neutral ice as the Fighting Knights are in the midst of a change. He really accelerates well. That shot goes just wide. By now, Judge gets it up ahead. The Hurricanes able to intercept that puck. Callahan gets that puck intercepted at neutral ice. It's picked up ahead for a shot by Lynn, and it goes off the top of the crossbar. A great opportunity from for Lynn, excuse me. 8:30 left to go in the first period.
I mean, if we go back a little bit, we saw Judge get the breakaway with their opportunity. Went back in, forehand with it, and Hoffman was having absolutely none of it, rejecting him with the leg. Miami now have possession in their deep zone. Castricani having a little matchup there with the Lynn Fighting Knight. Now into neutral ice for Miami.
We apologize.
I mean, another icing by Lynn there, looking for a pass, but icing is waved off as the Lynn Fighting Knight player right there, Cole Latus, made it off. And now just looking, a good kick there, gives a 2-on-1 for Lynn. But fortunately, Evan Sudeikis gets a stick in between the two. Lynn still in possession of the puck. High off the boards is the Canes. And a penalty will be called on Lynn. It is Ben Merrill. And it will be a holding. So, holding on Ben Merrill. And now a power play for the Hurricanes. The first power play of the game. Now Miami with a 5-on-4 opportunity to make it open and score the first goal. So Miami have to get things set up, but not if Lynn have an opportunity here. Good block there by Mensimer, keeping the puck ahead of the blue line. He'll rotate it around the net, looking for an option. Is setting up a triangle offense in the middle of the net. Is Riker Ferry. Couldn't do much with it there. Canes still possession with the 5-on-4. Looking for an open shot on goal. Good defense by Lynn. Maybe a little deflection up top, but no. The Canes keeping it play. A little deflection there by Riker Ferry. And an open shot on net again. So Miami have got the chances here, but no dice.
Miami trying to make the most of this man advantage. They've got the opportunities they've wanted here, but not quite getting what they're looking for. As here comes Elon Astulin over it away, but that puck gets pushed ahead. Here comes an on-man opportunity. It's Kopka right in, and it gets deflected off the skate of a Lynn player and right on, and a break there from Miami as an on-man opportunity right in there for Lynn.
That speed there by forward Thomas Riker Ferry to get back on defense and break up that 2-on-0. It's quite fantastic there. It looks like a shorthanded goal opportunity for Lynn until Ferry got back. And also good heads up from Max Hoffman to watch the deflection. And those deflections for the goalies are the hardest plays. So when the pass gets cut off and it winds up right in his breadbasket, get a face-off, and now a Kane attack here as they cross the red line, and it's dumped deep into the zone.
Elon Astulin in the corner, over to Ray Owens behind the net. Oh, that great defensive play, but a good job by Ray Owens to get that puck back. Here comes Ferry right in, off the Lynn stick. Ilana Stulin now, back over. Picks up the puck, good move right in. Looks to make a backhanded shot.
Off the post.
And another arm will fly in the air as there was a cross check up high. And it looks like Miami, for about 5 seconds, will head on a 5-on-3 power play. We'll see what the official call is here. It's going to be Mason Kaplan, who gets a cross check up high. And Miami will go on a 5-on-3 for about 5 seconds.
Literally. Miami with these 5 seconds. Although it's not a lot of time, if you win this faceoff and crash the net, it's a goal opportunity, but you have to win the faceoff. And that right now is on Jake Turlick, the junior forward. And he has an opportunity here for a shooting crash here. Let's see if he'll get it over with. So they win the faceoff of Miami with 5 seconds on the clock. On the power play. Man out of the box now. And now it is a little dump there by Tommy Asar, who just came out of the box, and he'll remain on the ice.
So Miami here with about 1:40 left to go in the power play. Here comes Ray Owens with some speed off of Haley, excuse me. Ray Owens picks up the loose change up ahead for Jack Jusko. Ray Owens, so dancing along the blue line, able to keep it in. Fakes the slap shot, back up to Metzimer. Metzimer with a try, right in, goes just wide. Jack Jusko gets that push, just set out.
Good fight on the boards by the Canes here. Remember, they're still on a power play. To go 0 for 2 on back-to-back power plays doesn't say much about this attacking unit of Miami.
Jack Jusko tries to push it ahead. Zedakis back down low. Hurricanes trying to set up their unit. This is the second power play unit for the Hurricanes. Zedakis back over for Kagan. Back down low for Astulin. Hard hit right on. Kagan dances. Gets a centering pass that tried to get attempted for Jusko, but the Hurricanes are a little bit too tired, so they'll go to make a couple of changes. Remy Kagan pushes it ahead for Turlick. Ilana Stulin working hard, but it's pushed ahead by Urum and sent ahead. Back in the far corner, the penalty expires for the Hurricanes. So that's 0-2 for Miami on special teams, as here comes the top line for Miami. Here comes Ilana Stulin, looks to make a move. Ferry on the backhand. Oh my goodness, what a great save right on for Dickinson.
Absolutely astounding save there. It looks like another Miami goal until Dickinson had his say and stopped there. But now an offensive zone face-off for Miami. And although with no power play anymore, Miami's looks pretty strong, even strength.
Miami has definitely worked back up.
Oh, here we go.
So Castricani goes to the box for the Hurricanes, is picked up ahead for the offensive attack for Lynn. Picked up ahead by Callahan. Ooh, hard hit along the near side boards as Morrell collides with Callahan. The puck still in the Lynn skates. And then eventually picked up for Callahan, who pushes it ahead for Turlick, but it flies into the netting here at Kendall. 2:13 left to go in the first period with 1:20 left to go, and the penalty to Castricani.
Now the Fighting Knights a chance to break this deadlock here as we get late into the first period. Miami are 0 for 2 on the power play. Fighting Knights now a third of the way through the power play. Haven't had much offensive action yet. A big hit on the boards maybe gets the Lynn side rejuvenated.
Zanakis with a distance try, gets gloved down by Dixon. And here come the Fighting Knights with a little bit of juice through neutral ice. Morrell coming through the circle, sent aside, and rang all the way around the boards. Maury picks it up.
Just a Lynn Knight just wasting time. Trying to fight off, so some good forechecking there by Miami. It's Ellen Estulin. Take a bunch of time off the clock and out. Yeah.
Here comes an opportunity for Miami. Elon Estulin right in on the circle. He makes a backhanded try. Another try right on in, and it somehow stays out. The second try. Ray Owens back to Estulin. McGuire can't find it. Somehow back ends up back on Estulin's stick, and that just shows how good of a penalty killer that Elon Estulin can be. As what a great opportunity that could have been. Here comes Estulin. Well, Lynn was making a change. She looks to make a pivot, but it gets intercepted. Lattis comes in with some speed off the pad there. Hoffman is pushed on ahead by Ray Owens. Ray Owens with some speed on the backhand. The backhanded try gobbled up there by Dixon.
Oh, absolutely electric there by Estulin. The the power play ends. Miami get the kill, and Estulin, instead of coming off the ice, they get the extra man. Estulin absolutely lays out the Fighting Knight right there.
Just the Miami installing some of that physicality as the Hurricanes will have an offensive zone draw. Just 40 seconds left to go in the first period. McGuire sends it down low. Patterson coming through neutral ice. Avoids the stick checks as it's intercepted by Ferry, but picked up there by Dixon. Set up ahead now for Ryan Way. Way with a shot. Goes into the breadbasket of Dixon, but Way knows how to make something out of nothing there. And a great opportunity right on.
With 20 seconds left for Miami, still 0-0. That does not mean there was a lot of offensive action, as we saw multiple times. Our jaws were at the floor.
Poirier is able to send it ahead, but it's intercepted by Kagan. Kagan up for Ferry, who lightly taps it. Just 5 seconds left to go as here comes Dixon. Dixon getting one last try. He will not get it off, and that'll do it for the first period of play. Your score after one, 0-0, all knotted up. But for now, we will take an intermission break. Don't forget, come back for the second period of action right here from Kendall Ice Arena. welcome back in for the second period of action between the Fighting Knights of Lynn University and the University of Miami Hurricanes. Your score currently after one, it's all knotted up at 0-0. Neither team really able to get going offensively. They've had their fair share of chances, but there's still zeros on the scoreboard for a fresh 20 minutes and a fresh slate of ice right here from Kendall. Miami comes into this one 0-1 after a tough loss from a talented FAU team that came in and really dominated the first part of the game for the Hurricanes. Then they ended up coming back down 3, came all the way back and sent the game to overtime, and then ended up falling in overtime. But Miami comes out with a little bit of a better response here in the second game of their regular season against Lynn University, who's progressively continued to get better and better as a hockey program. And they were looking to take an even bigger stride this season as both teams get set for the opening face-off. Miami wearing all white, going left to right on your screen, while Lynn is wearing all blue, going right to left. It'll be Miami's third line taking on Lynn's second line for the opening draw. Owens taking on Constant. That one went back by Ray Owens, messed with and played aside by Hoffman, sent up by Gupta. Sent ahead. Ray Owens picks up the puck, but it's sent away. Picked up by Morian at neutral ice. Owens sends it down past the red line. Picks it back up. Gets some space in the slot, but the puck gets a little bit messed up as there's a little bit of puddles on the ice. Here comes Constant with some speed around the circle. Back to the top for Poirier. And it's sent out by the Hurricanes. Judge picks it back up at the blue line, and Zdeikis will recollect along the near side boards. Morin gets a point blank shot, batted down by Dixon, and it's sent away. Up ahead, here comes Ferry. Ferry gets that puck intercepted. And here comes Judge for Lynn. Judge, great defense by McGuire to eliminate that pressure. And it's sent through neutral ice with a potential icing, and it will be called on the Hurricanes.
So pretty, normal start to the period for these two teams. We saw this a lot in the first period where it was just going back and forth. Lynn started out hot. Miami responding, it kind of evened out there. So where the end of the second period picks up, where the start of the second period picks up is where the end of the first period was left off. A little back and forth action between the two sides of the ice, and Lynn with the Votsovitz draw here.
It's Haley, the captain, that sends it down low for Kaplan. Kaplan right on in, near side. Second attempt, sent away by the Hurricanes and sent up into the netting, actually into the crowd here by Way.
A souvenir for a fan. Not a special puck.
Are they gonna let her?
Black one.
Are they gonna let her keep it? We'll see. I don't know.
Is she looking for someone to give it to? Just keep it.
I think she's gonna keep it. As another offensive zone draw is won back by Lynn. Here comes Kaplan in again, but Wade finds it on his stick. Out pass for Ferry. Ferry's got a stool inside, and he fans on the shot, and it's corralled there by Dixon.
A good toe drag there as we get down and dirty. It's Ferry. But unfortunately, this shot didn't have much power behind it. A little bit of a whiff, falls right into the lap of the Lynn goalie. It's okay. A face-off now for Miami in the zone.
Del Duco wins that one back. Berman can't quite handle the puck as here comes Lou Bridget. That one's sent away up for Lynn. Lattice able to escape the pressure, but the puck gets stuck in the net again. Bridget comes through, and it's intercepted by Del Duco, but it'll be delayed offside. This line, it might look a little familiar to the Hurricanes out there that followed the Division III AAU team from last year, as Berman and Del Duco were both on that team, both getting reps on the starting team this year, as here comes Merrill. Del Duco able to backhand that one, but it stays in the zone. Here comes a shot for Lynn. It's set aside. Another opportunity right on in.
Oh,
just a save. Oh my goodness, that wasn't a save though. It was just sent wide.
Oh my God.
Gosh, what a great opportunity on for Lynn.
Hoffman hit the deck there. You just thought it was in until Lynn just misses it wide right. And the Fighting Knights really wish they could have that one back.
They had exactly what they wanted, as that puck just kind of gets stuck. You notice here in South Florida and kind of Florida in general, some of the ice gets a little sluggish, like as it is right now. As here comes Turlick. Turlick with a try.
Oh.
Rebound for Callahan. He couldn't find it on his stick. And here comes Lynn with a 2-on-1. Whiffed away for Turlick. Turlick through neutral ice. Passes the circle, and that is patted away. Then back and forth they go now is Nochi. Nochi with a near side try, goes just wide. Another opportunity to center it, and here comes Turlick on a race. He pivots, can't quite find the puck. He's able to find it right on. Oh my goodness, what a centering try by Turlick. Callahan with another opportunity. Turlick on the backhand, misses the net. Goodness, what a great opportunity for Miami. Michelini right on in. The second attempt, and it's saved as Dixon dives on it. Oh my goodness, what a great opportunity for Miami.
I thought that one hit the back of the net, but what a save there by the Lynn goalie, Brody Dixon. He did a real good job there to deny the Kane attack, and an even better job to deny the second and third attempt.
Ray Owens now set to take the draw. He wins it back for Mensimer. Mensimer with a distance try just goes above the crossbar. Another try right on, just sent wide, as Lynn with Uram will come out of the zone. He waits and turns it right over to Ray Owens, who sends it in the far corner. The Fighting Knights trying to get an outlet going here. Along the near side boards, Mensimer finds the puck. That off a Lynn's stick right on. Behind the net now. Centering feed for Mensimer, but he loses the puck after he overcommits. Here comes Uram, who can't quite find that puck, but it's taken ahead again by Asaro, but he can't find the puck. Ray Owens finds it on his stick. Gupta deflects it in. And Miami and Lynn are just kind of exchanging punches that really aren't landing. Uram comes up the ice. Stebbins is able to keep it in, not for long, as it's cleared up by Way, who has Asulin with him. Asulin pivots over to Way. Oh, what a bad save there.
It was almost the first goal of his collegiate career for Ryan Way, but denied by Dixon there. What a low blocker save.
Audio.
As we see on the replay right here.
Here comes Way right on in. Asulin with the second try. Ferry couldn't quite find the puck, and it's cleared out by Lynn. Asulin able to find Ferry in open space. Ferry tries to make a good move. It trickles on net to Dixon, and he whistles it aside. Lynn makes an outlet go as Judge battles with McGuire. McGuire tips it ahead. There's a great shot there by Ferry.
Dixon,
And a great save.
real fundamental there, getting into the butterfly and keeping his glove up high. Absolutely intercepting the shot of Riker Ferry. Real good save there, bringing the puck in. But another offensive draw opportunity for the Canes.
Del Duco now faces Lettuce. Distance try by McGuire, once again gloved down by Dixon. Miami, though, with their defensemen, they're getting those opportunities on net, and that's something that Miami's really kind of held on to, is that ability of getting the loose change right on net, and that's how you start those opportunities with the distance tries by the defensemen. But they have not been able to find any loose change tonight, as Lynn has trouble getting out of their own zone. Here's Bridget behind the net. He gets pushed down hard by Haley, the captain, along the near side boards. Sent up out of the zone, and Miami with Remy Kagan will recollect.
Oh my God, that was a little high right there.
And that's going to be an arm in the air. You can almost tell that Towns Haley was almost, you could tell he was trying to finish a check in the near side corner, but couldn't find who he was looking for, but then he just made his presence known right there. That's a welcome to the ACHA moment there for Lou Bridget. The ACHA.
Yeah.
The ACHA right there. As
nothing like the ACHA, where you have 6'6".
Right, yeah, right there. I mean, that's a brutal, that's brutal. And I mean, it's only gonna be a 2-minute minor, but it's really it just shows how physical some of these teams can be. And I was mentioning in the preamp just before the game, Harrison, how I had a feeling, I told you that he's probably gonna lay him out at least once, as Miami sends out their top power play unit of Barry, Way, Mensimer, Zadakis, and Astulin.
So yeah, thank you, Lou Bridget, taking one for the team right there. You're getting a power play for the Canes. They are 0 for 2 in this game so far, but have had the opportunity to score. Let's see what they do on this one.
Astulin sends it back down low in the near side corner for Ferry. Behind the net it goes. That pass off of Lynn's stick. Astulin is able to keep it in the zone. He pivots, makes a good move. Zadakis with the distance try off the glove of Dixon, and it goes around the boards. Mensimer up for Zadakis. Back down low for Mensimer. Ferry behind the net. Ferry surveys. Astulin with a weight try goes wide again. Ferry with the loose change. Down in for Way, he scores!
Ryan Way's first collegiate goal for the Miami Hurricanes. The freshman slotting one away to give Miami the 1-0 lead in the most important moment of the game so far. They have their third power play of the game and finally put one away. And then Ryan Way, as you can see, getting some daps up from his teammates. I bet he's smiling over there.
That's actually his second goal of the season. He got one in his debut against FAU, but oh my goodness, what a great job by Way to find space, and Miami's just been trying to set that up on their power plays. They were able to find great time and space, and Way was in the right place at the right time, and the Canes take a 1-0 lead here.
That is what I meant. That is what I meant.
It's all good, Harrison, as they get set for another neutral zone face-off. Castricani picks it up for the Hurricanes as it's sent down swiftly by Callahan. Dixon now making a statement with his speed. He gets around the defender, and it's gloved down by Hoffman. Oh my goodness, what great acceleration there by the Knights.
The puck there just trickling into the triangle of his two leg pads. Lucky bounce there for Miami. They have the 1-0 lead. They do not want to let it get away from them. They want to keep on mounting some pressure on Lynn. Let's see what they do on this one.
That one won back by Owens for McGuire. Up ahead is Gupta. Canes trying to get an offensive zone chance, but it's picked away by the Fighting Knights. Dowdy battling with Kagan. Up for Judge. Judge with the centering try for Constant. He couldn't find the puck. Here comes Dixon with another try. He takes an opportunity, and oh my goodness, what a great job on the back door by Judge as they break the glass on that near side, left side, and we're going to have a little intermission as they try to fix that.
Wait, what happened?
The glass popped out as they were going to celebrate.
Oh my God, are you serious?
That will just have to take some time.
Oh my God, yeah, there's no glass on the wall.
The fans try to get the officials.
It looks like a Lynn fan has reached out onto the ice.
But oh
man,
man,
God.
Lynn with a great response just over a minute later from the Hurricanes power play goal as Miami will go back to their benches. They will try to get the board situation figured out here at Kendall. This is not the first time this has happened, believe it or not, Harrison.
Oh, yeah.
It actually happened right in front of our camera right here as a hard hit right in, and the glass literally just collapsed on itself, and we were in about a good 5-minute delay, but I will say the staff members here at Kendall Ice Arena have gotten a lot better at replacing the glass, so we'll see how long it actually takes this time. But just not what you want if you're the Miami Hurricanes. They find themselves back knotted up 1 apiece. As we still await the glass being fixed here. It seems like the staff members are struggling over there, but Harrison, what would you say about that last opportunity for Lynn? I mean, it just was a thing of beauty on the back door.
It was Judge who put that one away. He was in the right spot at the right time, right on that back post. The puck fell right to him. You could say lucky, but it worked for Judge there, tying the game up at 1. I mean, Lynn, taking advantage of the opportunities. They have been pretty unlucky so far with the 2-on-1s and 1-on-1s, but it save it for the great Miami defense. And it looks like the boards are back in play.
So after a brief intermission after the Lynn goal, we get set for another neutral zone face-off. It's Owens and Lattice. Some of the fans voicing their support for this Miami team who took a lead just momentarily after a goal. As here's a defensive zone turnover for Miami. Kaplan had a try there, and it's sent all the way down the ice, and this one's going to be blown dead for an icing. Gupta, though, was right there with the potential to get the puck. He was in front of everyone, and he's asking for a little bit of an explanation, but it does look like the official will take responsibility for that one, and it will be a neutral zone face-off again.
I love to see the accountability from the ref there. I wish I knew his name. I could tell you the name of one ref, and it's Schwartz. He has the name on the back of his refereeing jersey. That is a rarity, but it's pretty cool. You have licensed ref merch.
As that one's sent down for Miami, Owen Gupta behind the net. Morel will pick it up for Lynn and out pass it. Kaplan with a ton of speed. He's got 3 white jerseys on him, and that puck flies into the bench of Lynn. .11:02 left to go in the second period of play. Your score 1-1 as another offensive zone opportunity for Lynn. At the top of the circle is Haley, back down low for Kaplan.
Miami don't have a great shape right now on defense. It looked like that Lynn had an open man in the slot, but they couldn't pick up their head and find the man, but Miami now with a chance.
Ferry's able to outlet it to Mensimer. Mensimer, as we said before, early in the broadcast, wearing that noticeably different 61 instead of 4, as here comes Lynn with some space. Kaplan with a try. Off the stick. Rebound
Oh.
attempt for Morrell, and he couldn't quite find the puck. And they're going to call a hand pass on Lynn.
A little debatable there. Hoffman just totally lost view of the puck and was lucky that Lynn got called for the hand pass there.
I will say with Lynn, you can really see, Harrison, the acceleration that they take when they're coming into the offensive zone. It's just really remarkable. They come in with a ton of speed and a ton of space, almost every offensive chance, as it'll be another offensive zone draw for the Lynn. But as I was saying before Lynn entered the zone, Metzimer wearing a noticeably different 61 because two-time Stanley Cup champion Matthew Tkachuk, as that puck goes wide, will be wearing it on College Game Day tomorrow morning live from the University of Miami campus. So some love for the University of Miami club hockey team right on ESPN. Don't you love to see it? As here come Nochi right in, as that puck is centered but pushed wide.
He better get an autograph tomorrow.
I'm sure it's in the works, right? I'm sure. Just under 10 to go here in the second.
Maybe we'll see a Metzimer appearance on game day.
As coming out slowly is Castricani. A distance try from Michelini off the pad of Dixon.
Oh,
Castricani going straight for the hit, but it's well recepted there by Nochi. Lynn collecting in their own zone. Castricani, who took the hard hit earlier, sends it down for an icing on Miami. So it'll go all the way down the ice again.
As the puck goes all the way down the ice, I would like to give a shout out to Kendall Ice Arena. I noticed right there a 10U banner. That is very interesting. Give my some.
That's very, very interesting banners here. Miami actually won a banner. They got a banner for the national championship, but interestingly enough, Kendall Ice Arena doesn't display the banner at all.
Wow. So Kendall Ice Arena values their 10U mites more than their college Miami Hurricanes.
But Miami goes behind the net here with an opportunity. Callahan on the far corner, picks it up. Right inside, backhanded attempt by Jusko, can't find the puck, and it's sent ahead. Here comes Stebby's back for Kaplan, and it's picked up ahead for Miami. Turlick couldn't quite find that on his stick. The centering try by Turlick, pushed away. He gets pushed into the boards hard as he's held on the puck. The Fighting Knights are able to push it ahead, and it's sent all the way down with an arm in the air for no icing, as Remy Kagan is beat out there by Stebbins. Miami trying to outlet as the delayed offside is called on Lynn. McGuire gives up on the puck as Stebbins comes in. Turlick around the boards. Dixon with a distance try goes off the pad of McGuire. Back down for Stebbins. Hard hit around the boards. Kagan right on as McGuire will pick it up after a centering tree. There's some extracurriculars, but here comes McGuire the other way with a try, and it's gloved down by Dixon, but it looks like
A penalty on Stebbins.
we're going to get a penalty as Stebbins got a little bit too pushy there on Remy Kagan. So good on Kagan, though,
Now fighting back.
to get to draw the penalty, right? I mean, that's essentially what Miami, that's their bread and butter, the power play. That's what they found. They're 1 for 3 tonight, but hey, that's what they scored their goal on. So Miami now with a 2-minute man advantage.
Bro, what was Stebbins doing there? I was very confused why he kept beating down on Remy Kagan there.
It was one of those things where the emotions get a little bit too high in the moment, and
I'm sure, but he kept beating down. I mean, I feel like he gets to a point, the ref yells at you, you walk away, and he kept staring Remy Kagan down. And, you know, Remy Kagan takes it there and gets the power play.
so a much needed power play for Miami as they look to take advantage. That one quickly set down by Lynn. Max Hoffman will play it. And Ilana Stulin will go ahead for it. Ilana Stulin comes around the far side. He circles. Up for Zidakis. Back down low for Riker Ferry. Ferry makes a man miss. Looks to take a shot. Goes behind to Stulin. Back up and missed there by Zidakis. And a costly mistake there by Zidakis as Miami tries to make an outlet pass, but it's deflected aside. Mensimer takes a body and will outlet ahead for Ilana Stulin.
Miami needs some shots on goal. That's the only way you can score, even if it's a little soft. You could get the goalie to cover up and get an offensive draw or get a rebound, which Miami thrive on.
Hard battle in the corner as Andre will go around with the puck. Good pivot there by Mensimer to shoot it around. Once again, around the boards. Way goes on the corner with Poirier. As Way's pass is whiffed on, and Miami will be forced to regroup again. 30 seconds left to go in the man advantage. 6:20 left to go in the second period. Stulin with the try. Deflected off a couple of bodies. Way goes off of Ferry. Ferry pivots, looks to go inside, tries to go top shelf. Deflection in front, and oh great, what a great stick there by Poirier. And it's set ahead for Lynn. There comes Lattice. Lattice pivots, looking for some help. Still a power play for Miami as they pick it up. It's Morin. Morin finds a Stulin. Stulin elects not to dump the puck, and Kaplan smuggles it and sends it to center ice. Penalty expires for Miami, so another missed opportunity for the Hurricanes. Kaplan now with Morel. Morel waits, fires, and it's on the off the
shoulder pad.
Yeah,
maybe.
off the shoulder pad there. As Owens comes up. Owens waits and fires it down. Miami just really lacking those offensive opportunities, though. They were gifted that power play off just a poor mistake. As here comes Owens with some speed to the slot. He goes on the backhand. The second try. Gupta couldn't find the puck.
Gupta had it on a silver platter there, but unfortunately a misconnect there.
Remy Kagan with a try, and
it's a hard shot, though.
Yeah, Remy Kagan with an opportunity of his own. And Miami, though, we've noticed just a constant thing with the Hurricanes. They're just not able to finish power play successfully. They have the one, but they're 1 for 4 as of now, and Miami just missing opportunity after opportunity. And you're really going to look back at this game if you're Coach Tom Amello, and you're going to go, man, if only we had those opportunities on special teams to take advantage. But you had those opportunities, and you weren't able to take advantage.
Very well said, Connor. Very well said.
Constant comes in when he's got Dowdy to his right. The whiff try by Judge. A second attempt by Peterson, and it's sent down. Judge picks it back up. McGuire comes up the ice. Gets intercepted by Judge and sent around. Hard hit by Constant to try to get the puck off McGuire, but McGuire's able to free it ahead. Just over 4 minutes left to go in the second period. The Hurricanes in the midst of a change. Sent all the way down, but icing is waved off. Patterson will go and chase it with Berman following. Tipped ahead through the defensive zone for Miami. Michelini with a good move. And it's sent down. And this time will be an icing on Miami. So Miami just not really able to connect, as Michelini and Callahan will talk it over as they were trying to get something connected there, but they just misfired.
3:38 to go in the second period. Miami need to finish strong, even if it's not with a goal. Getting some good shots on target, some good chances deep into the Lynn zone will give them the height and morale they need in the most important period of the game.
in the feet of a couple of Hurricanes and Knights. It's picked up by Poirier. Poirier with a try. Redirect right in front as a little couple extra jabs there from Ben Morrell, and some Hurricanes taking some opposition to that.
I would say too many pokes by Ben Merrill right there.
But the puck will stay in the Miami zone for a near side circle faceoff. Lattice loses that draw to Jutsko, and it gets sent all the way down the ice. It's tipped, so no icing. Callahan with a hard hit. Turlick able to find the puck right in off the pad of Dixon. Callahan in the corner once again. Picked up ahead by Lattice. He's coming through neutral ice. He drops up from Merrill. Merrill tries to get the centering feed right on, but it goes just wide. Hard hit in the corner. Lynn with another opportunity. It's whiffed on and picked up ahead as it's a player falls over. Right on it for Lynn. Oh my goodness. Miami falling asleep on defense as Lynn is just taking advantage. A shot right on, patted aside. And it's taken up ahead by Callahan. Callahan pushes it ahead, tries to get the centering pass to Turlick, but it's sent aside. Jusko able to find the puck off a turnover. Right on for Callahan, but he misses the puck.
Miami doing a lot here, just can't find that back end of the net, but they're getting a lot of center passes in with some good shots on
Callahan
target.
finds Mensimer, but it goes off the stick. A second try off the post. Oh my goodness, Mensimer with a slap shot off the pad. Another try. Oh my goodness, how did that stay out?
Across the blue of the goalie's feet. Wow.
Great opportunity after great opportunity for Miami, but they cannot put it home. Just go with the centering feed for Way, and he can't find the puck. Sudeikis with another try. Distance off the pad. Mensimer waits, fires just wide. Way picks it up in the far corner. Way makes a good move. Comes in, wraparound try, backhands to Mensimer, who can't find the puck and is picked ahead for Andre. Andre with the one-on-one. Oh,
Mercy
that somehow stays out.
Mensimer puts his life on the line there to stop the Lynn opportunity. But let's talk about that Kane offense right there. Even though there was no goal there, that is what you would love to see from the Canes.
As Dixon just can't believe it for the Lynn Fighting Knights. He's putting his hands up on his helmet. What a great opportunity that would have been for the Fighting Knights. And Miami just really, as I was explaining earlier, just they're exchanging blows, but neither can really land that knockout punch. But Miami with great opportunity after great opportunity, and Lynn just responding well as well. As icing is waved off as Ilana Stulen finds the puck first. He's got Haley draped over him. That big 6'6" body takes him out of the play, and it's sent down. Delayed offside call on Miami, and it's picked up by Lynn at neutral ice. McKiernan, just under a minute to go left in the second period of play. McKiernan sends it just past the glove. Another distance try, another try right on for Lynn, and that somehow is blockered down by the goaltender from Miami, and it's sent all the way down the ice, so icing waved off. Ilana Stulen sends it around. Miami in the midst of a change. Way with a try that's sent centered wide. Just 20 seconds left to go in the second period as that one's picked ahead by the Lynn Fighting Knights. Man, have they really caused turnovers for Miami, as here comes Ilana Stulen. How does he have speed still? Tries to find on the backhand. 8 seconds left to go. The centering feed. Kagan with the last second try. Goes just above the net. The distance right on net. Can it stay in? No! It does not go in the back of the net. Wait, they wave it off. Miami thinks they have it in the back of the net thanks to Way, but they can't find it, and the officials wave it off. Your score remains 1-1 after 2 periods of play, and Miami will have to regroup in the intermission. But oh man, what a chaotic second period there for both teams. Both teams really firing on offense, but neither can really get it home. And that last opportunity by Miami where Wade couldn't quite finish it really describes the whole situation of this whole offensive chance for Miami. I mean, it's really just been back and forth, but that'll do it for the second period of play. We will be right back after the 15-minute intermission for the third period. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Miami Hurricanes hockey right here on the Miami Hurricanes Network. That's not true. Welcome back into Kendall Ice Arena here for the third period between the University of Miami Hurricanes and the Lynn Fighting Knights. Your score after 2 periods is 1-1, all tied up in Harrison. This one has just kind of been back and forth with both of these teams offensively and defensively, but it's just been great job by the goaltenders in both Dixon and Hoffman of just standing between the pipe strong and making a statement, as this game will eventually have to be decided by a goal, but it'll be this period or a potential overtime to see if that happens. So lots of excitement to be had here for this exciting third period of play that is sure to become.
Yes, indeed. The end.
But
the end to that second period was absolutely rambunctious. I couldn't believe that Miami is not up right now, but the most important period of the game, as I said before, is the third period, and we have 20 minutes to go as the Miami Hurricanes face life or death against the Lynn Fighting Knights.
Miami still trying to get their first win of the season here. It would be their first one of their ACHA debut. So a lot on the line here for Miami, and they're looking to bring stuff up for Miami, and they got to face a really tough Lynn team in the process. Miami this period, once again wearing their all whites with the green pants, and Lynn wearing all blue with blue pants, and Miami will go right to left while Lynn will go left to right. Miami with their fourth line out there to start the period, as Lynn sends their captain, Talons Haley, on the ice. He's already been an enforcer tonight. He had a boarding penalty on Lou Bridget. A big collision, but he comes back on the ice for this decisive third period. The officials discussing with the scores table as we get set for puck drop here in the third period.
The refs aren't ready?
I guess they're not ready. I mean, that's just what Miami just kind of a little bit of a delay here, but both teams are ready as far as we're concerned.
I hate to target any of the refs, but I only know one of their names, so it's for those who know.
I will say, though, the music selection here has been pretty good. I mean, they got the swag surf. I mean, the crowd has been better here at Kendall Ice Arena, but Miami's going to try to feel into some of that juice that they were trying to start in that second period. And Lynn will try to respond as here comes that much needed face-off.
As you guys can hear, the crowd is clapping.
Here comes the Fighting Knights. Behind the blue line it goes. Del Duco able to deflect it, but it's taken ahead. Constant can't find the puck between his foot, and he gets leveled there. And here comes Judge, who loses that puck. Once again, I was talking about those slushy waters that the players are facing. That causes the Fighting Knights' chance to go dull, and there's an icing on the Hurricanes. I will say one of the biggest differences between these two two opponents is Lynn does have a lot of bodies. They do have, I would say, about 5 or 6 subs that are just ready to go, who are not dressed, but they're going as there will be a neutral zone face-off here. It'll be Constant as Miami makes a change. It'll be Ray Owens and Constant at the center dot. 9:33 left to go in regulation here. Your score 1-1. Pushed ahead there by Morin. Haley pressures, and it's freed up ahead for Doughty. Doughty has Constant with him. A distance try, and it's gloved swiftly there by Hoffman.
Great catch there by Hoffman. I would have loved to see, though, Raphael Morin get the puck there instead of just tipping it deep. Spin with the puck, bring it down, and then they had the waiting Miami player get into the slot, and he didn't pick up his head there to find the pass.
I feel like Morin just kind of felt that presence of Haley behind him. He was like, oh my goodness.
Are you saying his aura?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
okay.
that in the corner, when you see a big 6'6" guy who's already been in trouble with boarding penalties,
yeah,
you know, he could have been potentially leveled again, but Miami will have a defensive zone draw.
The law has gotten in the way of Haley and the game. And Lynn thrive when he's out there.
Near side circle face-off, one back by Miami. Picked ahead by Merle. At the blue line, takes a turnaround shot, goes just wide. Picked up by Morian. Gupta chasing against Poirier. It's outletted, and Remy Kagan elects to play the man. Push along the boards and heavy body collision there. Morel tries to find the puck. It's picked up once again by the Fighting Knights. Morel goes through the slot, goes off the post. Picked up once again by the Fighting Knights. Ray Owens tries to get it out of the corner, but it's set back around the boards. Remy Kagan couldn't quite find the puck. Morel tries to make a move on Remy Kagan. Goes behind the net now for Lattice. And it's off the side board and sent all the way down, and it'll be blown dead for an icing as Miami was trying to get a change off, but their players will be forced to go back on the ice because of the icing.
Lynn just did a whole lot of nothing there. It's kind of like dribbling the ball between your legs at the three-point line and not moving. They kind of were just playing back and forth, monkey in the middle with Miami there. Couldn't even rattle a shot off the net. They do have the offensive draw now. Love to see what they do with it.
That's pretty much a summary, though, both teams' offenses. They get kind of the connection, but they don't really they'll play right on net. There's an opportunity for Lynn. It was McNearman that couldn't quite find the puck. Miami finally gets the much-needed change as here comes Jusko, but Turlick was battling on the far boards.
Yeah, Cole Dixon did a real good job there holding him down there and drawing the offside.
So it'll be a face-off right outside of the Lynn blue line. Jusko takes on Audrey. Jusko wins that one back. Sent down by Castricani behind the net. Picked up by Callahan. Callahan tries to center it. Sticked aside by Dixon. Right on for Jusko, and he couldn't quite find it. Great opportunity off the pad there as Nochi finishes a check on the blue line. Turlek right on, right to Audrey, and it's outletted for the Lynn Fighting Knights. Michelini does a turnaround pass and finds Callahan. Callahan has Dixon right on him. It's in the feet of both players, and it's blown dead by the official. And it looks like they're going to get a hook.
Oh, no.
Is that going to be on? Looks like it's going to be on Castricani. Excuse me, not Castricani, be on Callahan. So not what you want to see from Miami here in the third period in a tied-up game. Constant now comes out to take the draw against the Stuhlin as Miami will head on the penalty kill.
Lynn had a prime opportunity to break this deadlock, but we know that the Canes are fantastic on the penalty kill.
So with just under 17 minutes left to go, Miami will have to play a man down as Patterson gets that puck stuck. Picked up by Ray Owens on the penalty kill. Astulin over to Ray Owens, and it's deflected. Astulin able to find the puck. Great penalty killing here from Miami. You wouldn't even believe it's a power play. Here's Ray Owens with a point-blank try, and it's saved by Dixon.
Astulin there just said, fine, I'll do it myself. Absolutely fending off two Lynn defensemen, knocking them down on the floor as Ray Toulin gets a shot off top right.
Elon Astulin now taking the draw for Miami. It's one back by Miami, and they're doing a great job keeping it in the Lynn ends.
Dixon elects to play it there to his forward.
Andre along the far side boards. Now it seems like Lynn will have their power play set up. Haley with a distance try off the stick of Owens. Judge along the corner. Once again, Judge picks up the puck, trying to center the pass, and it's sent ahead for Ray Owens. Ray elects to pass that puck down. Astulin, I mean, it's like a relentless penalty kill from him as he causes another turnover.
Oh, no.
And
That is not a slash. Oh, my God. That's...
And
No.
it's going to be a slash on Elon Astulin, so just a tough break for Miami. So for about 33 seconds here, Miami will head on a 5-on-3, and that's just inexcusable. I mean, it was just a tough call, and Miami sure doesn't like it, but they will have to play down 2 men now against the second power play unit from Lynn.
30 seconds, as we just said, on this 5-on-3, but now Lynn have 30 seconds.
Patterson at the blue line, drops it back down low for Constant. Back up for Patterson. Constant waits. Back and forth it goes. Another try, and it's deflected out. Sudeikis battling in the corner. 10 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3. Morel waiting, looks for Constant. Back to Patterson. 4 seconds left to go. Morel with a try, and it goes into the netting off the glove, and oh my goodness, you can tell he wanted that one, Harrison.
Yeah. Now, what a transpiration of events there, but I would have liked to see Lynn get a shot off way sooner. I think some of these cross-ice passes, although they do sometimes work, a low shot to the leg pad of the goalie and then a rebound would do much better.
Merrill right over as the penalty expires. So Miami goes back to 5-on-4 as here comes Callahan right out of the box. Dixon hits it off the glass as Miami makes a much-needed change after the 5-on-3 kill. Kagan able to shoot it down past neutral ice, and with a minute to go left in the man advantage for Lynn, they're set to restart. Patterson now comes in, waits, Doughty loses that puck to Turlick. It's sent around the boards for Patterson. Patterson waits a little bit too much, and it gets intercepted by Turlick. Turlick tries to push it ahead, but it's kept in by Lynn. Lynn making a change as here comes Kaplan with a ton of speed. Kaplan looks to center it. He's got Doughty. Doughty up to Merrill. Across the ice for Constant. Constant with a try, goes just wide. And it goes out of the blue line. 20 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Lynn.
Lynn really haven't done much here. I think this Miami penalty kill really standing stronger says so much about the fight and vigor in this team.
Speaking of penalty killing, it's Jusko who tries to kill off the rest of it, and he will do so. So Miami kills off a 5-on-3 as here comes Judge. But a much-needed kill from Miami. It's still 1-1 with 13:25 left to go in the regulation. Michelini looks for Jusko, is sent a little bit too far and covered by Dixon.
So the power play now over for Lynn. And I know I just said it, but I would love to repeat myself. Miami doing a great job here fighting off 2 power plays, although I think that second one was a little soft, taking Astulin out of the play. Great job to fight back by them and some great determination to bring it back to even strength.
Del Duco loses that draw as Stebbins tries to outlay it, but it's kept in by Castrocani. Haley battled hard along the end boards by Bridget, and it's sent up the ice. Asaro tries to connect with Uran, and it's pushed ahead. Berman backhands it in, and it's sent along the near boards for Haley. Castrocani.
Off Schwartz's hand right there.
Lynn having a tough time getting out of their own zone. They do successfully as here comes Asaro. Asaro drops off for Uran. Uran with the
Oh,
try.
no.
They
Wow.
score! Tommy Asaro picks up the loose change for the Fighting Knights, and all of a sudden Miami's down 1. It's 2-1 Lynn here with 12:25 left to go in the third period.
I was saying Lynn should have done that on the power play as the ref hits the ice hard. Get some shots on net low to the goalie and get those rebounds. They capitalize on that opportunity there. It's really hard on the counterattack for the Miami defense to cover that back post, and Lynn taking full advantage of that, putting them ahead 2-1 with 12.5 minutes to go.
The Massapequa native from New York makes a difference in this one.
Massapequa, huh?
As there's a pause here for the officials.
And he's majoring in cybersecurity. For those who care about the student athlete, student first.
That's something that's often overlooked, though. Like,
Yeah.
all of these players are students. They take separate cars here.
I would like to say that Mason Morey, the senior assistant captain, is a professional pilot. That is his major. That sounds fantastic.
That's kind of remarkable.
Yeah.
That's a cool major to have.
I think that and cybersecurity are the. Oh, we have Griffin Colmer with aviation operations out of Dover, New Hampshire.
Here comes Ferry with a try, but it's sent wide as Stebbins comes down. There's definitely a plethora of majors from Lynn University that aren't the commonalities that we see from other universities. Here comes the stool in inside. Back down in the corner. Back up. As Zadakis sends it down low. Great outlet job by Lynn.
That was the international business major Jonathan Poirier getting a good clearance there.
Miami on the power play as Don McKieran was in the box. 1:10 left to go in that man advantage. So an opportunity for Miami straight off of the goal from Lynn to make a splash and tie the game. A turnaround try by Mensimer to try to go D-to-D is unsuccessful. And Mensimer finds it back on his stick. Tries to get bodied there by Patterson. Riker Ferry keeps it in. He's got some space right inside for Mensimer.
Good tip.
Another try right in. The second try just wide. And the Canes will recollect. Way with the distance try off the pad. Astulin can't find the puck. And it's down all the way down. 30 seconds left to go. And the man advantage for the Hurricanes.
Stool in there was absolutely staring down Riker Ferry.
Here comes no C right on in. Oh my goodness, almost some friendly fire right on inside. What a great opportunity for Lynn on the penalty kill. Caught the Hurricanes sleeping on the back check, and it almost resulted in another goal and a potential 2-goal lead for Lynn. But nevertheless, Miami keeps it alive. So Miami finds themselves in the defensive zone here on their own power play. Constant wins it back. Backhanded by Judge. He can't find it. It's picked up by Callahan. Off of the stick of Owens. Through neutral ice, it's Remy Kagan. Callahan now behind the net. Waits. Elects. Turlick with a try. Just wide. Another attempt right on in, and it goes into the netting. Ray Owens right in and couldn't quite find the puck.
The marketing major Brody Dixon knocking off the net there, giving Miami an offensive draw. And with 10 minutes to go, Miami have to score one before they go behind one more. I would love to see a set play opening up. Someone like Riker Ferry on that back post.
McGuire goes through a couple of Fighting Knights, but he's able to keep it in the zone. Turlick with a try, and it's patted away there by Dixon. Owens now able to find the puck. Sent down low and off the referee. And delayed offside will be called on Miami So Haley will recollect for the Knights. Judge has some friends with him. Dixon, Dowdy, back over right in front of the net, and it ends up in the back of the net. Jackson Dowdy with a little bit of puck luck for the Lynn Fighting Knights. And just when things were looking up for Miami, things go south, and it goes down 3-1 in the third period here.
Just an unlucky bounce there. All things considered, you could really tell that Max Hoffman was caught by surprise about where the puck ended up. And as I just said, Miami have to figure this out now quicker than ever, now down 2 with only 9.5 minutes to go.
We were just talking about how that can't happen, and those opportunities just unfortunately end up in the wrong side for Miami. So they go down 3-1 here in the third with 9:23 left to go in regulation. They got to make something happen quick here as Michelini sets one down. Miami battling behind the net. Jusko takes a slap shot that goes wide. Castricani with another try off the pad of Dixon. But man, has Dixon been sharp in his posts today. He's really been the difference maker for the Fighting Knights. Morin softly passes it up to Jusko. Back to Morin. Over to Jusko in the slot. Couldn't quite find it. And Lynn will come out with Merrill. High stick waved off. Here comes Lynn with some pressure, and it's gloved aside there by Hoffman. What a great opportunity right on in for Ben Merrill.
Ben Merrill with a chance there to really put this game away, but a great save by Max Hoffman and bringing up his glove as he does right there again.
Kaplan with a try that goes into the glove. So now it's a whole different hockey game now, Harrison, though. You go every single period you've been tied. It's 0-0, and then you're 1-1, and now you're down 3-1 here in the third. So it's got to be some kind of offensive response here for Miami.
And they need something quick before Lynn takes another goal. They're up 2-0 in this period already.
Some of the more common hockey coaches go for win the period, right? You got to win the period, and Lynn so far has done just that and come out and a strong offensive force. Haley from distance goes just wide as that one ends up in the bench of the Miami Hurricanes. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the third. That top line out there for Tom Amello's squad. So it seems like the approach is to get a goal and get a goal as soon as possible. As that puck is whisked aside. Sent out of the zone, and Haley will pick it up. Right into the netting it goes, and it will be a offensive zone draw here at the near circle for Miami. Riker Ferry taking on Andre. Haley quickly gets the puck, but it's kept in the zone by Astulin. Astulin with a Ferry right in the slot, but he whipped on the shot. Mensimer out with the puck. Here comes Sadakis with a try. A couple of deflections, goes just wide.
He had that wide post open. It caught Dixon by surprise.
Another deflection on from Mensimer this time at the right D position, but that once again sent wide. Through neutral ice now is Astulin. Pauses, waits, and it goes off the blocker of Dixon.
I like this ramped up offense for Miami, just prioritizing getting shots on net. The only way you could score is with a shot on net 99% of the time.
That's a great point. And
so just berating Dixon with shots on goal is the only way Miami can pull out ahead.
And it's not like Dixon always follows the puck up. He gives up that loose change that Miami's looking for. It's just no one's been home. So that's one of the things that Miami has to capitalize on if they want to cut into this 2-goal deficit. Callahan now on the far side boards. Here comes Ray Owens with a great save. Oh my goodness, Jake Turlick took a one-timer at the circle, and a great save by Dixon and some extracurriculars after the play. Turlick took a shove, and he was not happy after he took that shove.
Unfortunately, Turlick just didn't get any air under that shot. I mean, it went right into the goalie's pad, but nevertheless, a great save by Dixon. And is this a Lynn power play?
I believe it looks like it will be, as Callahan was sticking up for Turlick after the play. And the Hurricanes will, for now, go on the penalty kill, but the officials are conferring at center ice. There might be another one here going in the box, Harrison.
It seems like, again, the aggressor was Chase Stebbins. I could definitely see some expletive words that I will not repeat for you guys.
Good call.
Said to the Cane, but never running the aux. I like the Beastie Boys, so.
I gotta say, Miami's gotta start an offensive party here if they want to get stuff going. But it will be a penalty kill now for Miami as Matt Callahan goes to the box, the junior from Chicago.
So now a minimum of 30% of the rest of this period will be on penalty kill for Miami. We know they are strong on the penalty kill, but not what you need down to.
You'd rather have that 5-on-5, right?
You need that even strength.
Here comes Miami, and here comes Ray Owens off the turnover. Ray Owens right on in, the backhanded. Oh my goodness, what a save, the rebound attempt, they score! What a goal! Jake Turlick with the loose change. And on the penalty kill, the Hurricanes cut the deficit to 1. It's 3-2 in favor of Lynn.
As we said, Dixon just leaving that loose change on the ground, and who was it who scored?
Jake Turlick.
Jake Turlick, who just missed that opportunity right there, amending his past sins and putting it right into the back of the net after the breakaway. Way to follow that up and cut the lead down to 1.
A much-needed goal for the Miami Hurricanes on the penalty kill, and as we were saying just moments ago, Harrison, how good they've been on the penalty kill. And here comes Judge on a one-on-one. He's right in, a great save by Hoffman, right point blank. Hoffman keeping the Canes in the game on the penalty kill. And Lynn is forced to recuperate in their defensive zone. 1:24 left to go in the man advantage for Lynn. Sent ahead, intercepted by Remy Kagan, and a great blue line defense by Miami.
It's a great power penalty kill from the Canes so far. We're just halfway into it.
Dixon can't quite get past the blue line, and here comes Ryan Way. Ryan Way with a shot off the pad. And pushed ahead. Good possession here by Miami. Sent all the way down by Metzimer. Haley will pick it up behind the net. And Lynn, who was really thriving just moments ago, will look to get their juice back. Here comes Lettuce. Gets it to Andre with the redirection off the Hurricane. The second attempt, sticked away by Zidakis. Judge behind the net. Looks like he gets it to Lettuce, as they're going to get a slash here on Lynn. So something that Lynn just couldn't do there, as Andre will head to the box for a slash. So that erases the man advantage for Lynn, and this has really just been the best case scenario ever since Miami went on the penalty kill, but they will have their own power play of their own after this 19 seconds is up. So it'll be 4-on-4 hockey with 5:19 left to go for 19 seconds, and then Matt Callahan will come out of the box. But for now, it's a near side circle draw for Miami. That puck in the skates and picked up by Andre. Excuse me, that's Nossi, who gets that puck taken away by Astulin. Mensimer comes up past the blue line. Ray Owens playing possession here as the penalty expires for Miami, so it's now a power play for the Hurricanes. Riker Ferry comes on the ice, but it's sticked away by Nossi. Nossi on the man advantage for Miami, loses the puck and it's sent ahead. Ferry trying to get to that puck, can't quite do so.
Miami now with a golden opportunity in their laps on the power play with only 4.5 to go, down 1. This is what they need.
A minute and 10 left to go in Miami's power play. Astulin in the near corner. This is tried, goes just wide, and it's right into the bench. Look out. As Asaro sends it in the bench, and he's immediately called off. The head man of the Lynn Fighting Knights is not very happy with Asaro, as Miami will get another opportunity in the offensive zone. Just over a minute to go left in the man advantage, as it looks like Coach Tomamello will elect to take his timeout here with 4:20 left to go in the third period. What do you think about that timeout? I like it.
I actually think this is a good decision. I think that sometimes taking a timeout really late into the games gives the other team a chance to get their best defenders a rest and bring them back. So now with a minute to go in the power play, 4:20 to go in the game, this timeout will really set up 2 to 3 plays, I think, on the offensive zone, hoping they keep it down there. I would love to see a big screen on the goalie, forcing Dixon to spill out some of the cookies and give Miami another rebound opportunity to tie the game up at 3.
It's a great metaphor there, as Miami getting their lecture from Coach Tomamello, and Lynn on the perspective side. And this has just been a great back and forth game, though, Harris. And I mean, It's just Miami, obviously not the third period start that they wanted, but they've sure responded well in the later part of the period, and it's definitely going to be a crazy ending, I'm sure, as Sweet Caroline rings out here at Kendall Ice Arena. Oh, and that was a little dry, as Miami's still sitting in that timeout.
Wow.
The officials, there definitely have been some better crowds here.
I'm going to erase that from my memory.
As Miami gets set for this offensive zone draw. 1 for Miami. Ryan Way now with Mensimer. Back up for Zdekis.
This is what I was talking about. Miami need to set up quick and set up quick.
Zdekis just shoots that one low. Zdekis able to keep it in. The distance strike gloved right down there by Brody Dickinson.
I'm fine with that. Getting the shot on goal, obviously a whiff there, keeping it right up to the glove.
I mean, obviously, you want to try to get it on the pad. You want to aim for the pad a little bit more, because doing stuff to the glove really doesn't do a whole lot, because it'll just be gloved with how sharp that Brody Dixon has been tonight.
Fantastic.
Here comes Mensimer. 30 left to go in the man advantage for Miami, and that puck spills out. Not what you want to see if you're Miami. It's really ticking down here for Miami. 15 left to go in the man advantage. Astulin trying to use his speed, pivots, finds Zdekis at the blue line. Back at the near side circle, Way with a shot off the blocker, and it's sent into the netting. So Miami with just about 3 seconds left to go. This would be a missed opportunity for Miami. They had 5 power plays in this game, only capitalized on 1 of them. As Miami will make a change to their second line of the power play.
And that is the unfortunate that will bite them in the butt today. The 20% on power plays, I mean, given this opportunity, especially down the stretch here, they needed to capitalize.
There's a tip right on. Turlick, kind of what you were talking about earlier, setting that screen and getting the tip. Here comes the erase penalty as Sudeikis keeps it in. Kept down by Ray Owens, but sent out of the zone. Miami finds it in their feet. Callahan goes to chase. Judge tries to outlet it for Lynn, and they does so successfully. Under 3 minutes to go, and now the question is, Harrison, when do you pull the goaltender Hoffman?
I think now only down one. I think you got to wait till you get it really deep in the offensive zone and have a maybe good counterattack opportunity. I would say around 1 minute 45.
Evan Zdakis tries to clear it ahead for Callahan as Ray Owens comes with some speed. A try that's blocked by Haley and sent back down, but you can tell that Hoffman is looking at the clock.
Yeah.
He's creeping out of his net a little bit, as that will be an icing on Miami. Miami's bench does not like it, though. McGuire seemed like he got there first, but it was blown dead anyway, so it will be an unfortunate offensive zone draw for the Lynn Fighting Knights. It'll be Lattice who wins it back. Merrill with the shot goes just wide and sent ahead. This is not what you want if you're Miami. Just over 2 minutes left to go, and here comes Lynn. Merrill right on in. The shot redirected right on in. Somehow stays out. Hoffman fell over. Another try. Redirection, and oh my goodness. Great job by Max Hoffman to keep that one out of the net.
Wow. I mean, Hoffman just single-handedly keeping Miami in the game here. As we know that, one more goal from Lynn might as well put this one away. So now with just under 2 minutes to go, Hoffman's got to come out of the game really soon.
One back by Ilana Stulin, but it's taken away by two Fighting Knights, but sent ahead for Riker Ferry. Riker Ferry pulls on the brakes, and Hoffman's way out of his crease now. Ryan Way getting mauled in the corner. Riker Ferry goes on a swivel, goes through the slot, can't find the puck, and Hoffman will have to be stay as he was almost halfway to the bench. Battle in the corner it goes. 1:20 left to go. Try right on. Another attempt rebounds, and it's somehow kept out. Distance try, once again saved.
Canes need to get an offensive attack to pull Hoffman out of the net, and they need it quick.
Sent out just over a minute to go, and this is when I think it's do or die. I feel like you have to pull him soon. Riker Ferry keeps it on this side, but Miami just can't keep it out of their own end as they're late on the back check. Great job by Hoffman to stay and block that one down. Way tries to get it out of his skates.
Lynn's doing a great job here, just holding it deep into Miami.
They're doing exactly what they have to do to kill off the rest of this game, as Way sends it ahead for Astulin, and here goes Hoffman. Astulin took the shot, goes off of Haley.
30 seconds to go for Miami.
It's do or die hockey here. Mensimer with a try off the stick of Dixon. Ferry now. Just 15 seconds left to go. Centering try. Owens keeps it in. 10 seconds left to go. Ray Owens with a try. Rebound. They score! Oh my goodness, what a goal by Ilana Stulin. Who else? With 6.9 seconds left to go in the third period, Miami ties it up.
Oh my God. What a goal by a Stulin there. Stepping up. I've been saying it the whole time. They need to feast on these rebounds, and that is exactly what they did there. And Stulin going right back post, fending off the shot, and putting it into the back of the net. It looks like we might be going to OT. I'm so sorry, Connor, but it's going to be a great game tonight. I mean, it is.
Hey, look, this is one of the greatest games I've seen here at Kendall, and it's been back and forth, and this third period has really just determines the entire game. I'm telling you, Harrison, if you told me that we'd be going knotted up at 3 into overtime, I probably would have called you crazy, as it'll be covered, as it looks like for the second consecutive game, Miami will head to overtime against Lynn.
Oh, they really? Yeah, I mean, they FAU last time?
Excuse me. But the second consecutive time in overtime
No
for
ice
Miami.
cut, right?
No ice cut. No ice cut. It'll be 3-on-3 hockey for 5 minutes. And then if there's no score after that, then it'll end in a draw.
Oh, I hate a draw. Is it 3-on-3?
It is 3-on-3
I love
hockey.
3-on-3. I love 3-on-3 hockey.
But the thing about 3-on-3 hockey, though, Harrison, you know very well, is, I mean, breakaways are so common.
Yeah.
It takes 1 second for a player to overcommit, and then all of a sudden the game can be ended on a one-on-one. It's just back and forth throughout the entire overtime period as the PA announcers catch up on their goals. But man, it just shows some of the things that Miami goes through. They really came out of the fire, and it shows that they can handle that adversity and they can make it to this overtime period.
Well, just 5 minutes. I mean, this can set the tone for the season. Miami fell last time in overtime. This is their time to repent and come back with an overtime win against a very hated Lynn rival. There's been a lot of back and forth, hitting while they're down, talking to each other, and Miami has the chance to get the upper hand here on Lynn.
So Miami will send their 3 out. It's going to be Mensimer, Owens, and Callahan, while it's Constant, Kaplan, and Patterson for Lynn. Mensimer pivots behind the net. But oh man, what a great job by Miami to get that empty net goal to get even to this point.
Oh, he's on. He's on.
As Ferry comes around, he's got Callahan. Tries to juke 2 defenders, and this is the one-on-one I was talking about that gets swifted away by Owens. Owens does a good job pivoting back and sending it back to Mensimer. Mensimer back down low, sent around. Good job by Callahan to keep it down low for Miami. Callahan behind the net. Tipped out in front. Mensimer. Oh, what a good opportunity. And a little bit of a pushing and shoving after the play, but what a great job on the doorstep. Mensimer could have had himself one.
I love 3-on-3. I mean, the adrenaline rush as both teams go back and forth and back and forth. It's absolutely exhilarating.
So it'll be Elon Astulin taking on all the way down the ice. Evan Zanakis will pick it up for Miami. A minute has been shaved off of this overtime period. 4 minutes left to go. Riker Ferry able to push it down, but icing is waved off. Lattice picks it up behind the net, and Patterson gets that puck taken away by Ferry. Ferry in the corner trying to find the puck. Ferry with a centering try, and it's just out of the reach there of Dixon, excuse me. Offside as Merrill got a little bit antsy, and there's going to be a face-off right outside of the Hurricanes' defensive zone. 3:30 left to go in overtime.
If this is the start of this weekend for Miami sports, I don't know what we're in for tomorrow. Of course, I'm referencing the Canes hockey game.
Man, the game tomorrow at Hard Rock Stadium is going to be something to remember.
I was talking about the
sure.
game at Kendall.
But both, it's just great to be a Miami Hurricane. It's so exciting to be a fan as Merrill comes in. That shot wide. Oh, but it gets a weird bounce off the boards, but it's picked up by Miami in a potential 2-on-1 with Lynn back checking. Astulin over to Way. Way couldn't get it on his stick. He'll dump it back down to Astulin. Astulin pivots. He got Dixon on him. takes a fall, and Merrill will look to help out. He sends it all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing this time. 2:48 left to go in overtime, and
just astute play from both teams here. Seems like that Miami's been on the forefront of the attack so far in the overtime period. Lynn has kind of been sitting back here, not being as aggressive, being a little laid back here, trying to prevent the Miami 2-on-1s. That was what Miami has thrived on today.
Ray Owens in to take the draw against Lattice. Lattice wins it back for the Knights, and it's sent ahead for Merrill. Merrill comes in through the slot, waits, and gets it sticked away. Good stick there by Zidakis, and it's sent back to neutral ice. Turlik trying to fight for the puck. He's got Owens. Owens right on in, and he can't find the puck. He whiffed on it. And here comes the Fighting Knights. Dixon waits, fires, he scores! Dixon waits and fires and gets a good goal there for the Lynn Fighting Knights to end the game, and Miami falls back-to-back games in overtime. The good news for Miami, they still get that point in the standings, but it's just another tough loss for Miami as they fall 4-3 here in Kendall.
Unlucky, honestly. The back-to-back OT losses for the Canes team, but it really shows you how much fight they had. They were down 3-1 with 8 minutes to go in the third period. They fought back with the tying goal coming with 7 seconds left. The Canes did not expect to be here, but even to come out of this with a point in overtime says a lot about the vigor in the squad.
Miami falls again here in Kendall, but still some signs of growth here from the Hurricanes as they will take on this same Lynn Fighting Knights team tomorrow at 3:30 puck drop in Palm Beach. We will not be on the call for that one, as it'll be up to the Lynn broadcast team to call that one, but we thank you so much for watching this edition of Miami Hurricanes Hockey right here on the Miami Hurricanes Hockey Network. I'm Connor Stein from Harrison Steinberg. We thank you so much for watching and listening, and we thank you for all your support throughout the season. We will see you soon back at Kendall. Bye.